Alright besties, I know my class is at the butt crack of dawn, so in case you overslept, here's everything I taught today. Tried to make it under a minute, but under a minute and 30 was the best I could do. We started off with getting the core fired up because everything in Pilates ties back to your core. The key here is to make sure your head is hanging heavy in your hands, so the movement is coming from your core and not from your neck. You're going to do these first 3 moves all to the same side, then repeat them all to the other side before moving on to this combo. When you're dropping your knees, I really want you to think about lowering them with control, and then to pull them back up, use your breath and squeeze your core. Remember, we're always moving with control, so we're not letting our knees just flop to the ground. Once you've done the left and the right side and the combo, you can move on to this last little piece. Try to do it with your head, neck, and shoulders lifted, but if it bothers you, you can always lower it down to the mat. Last piece, you're going to find a neutral spine and hold your hollow hold as long as you can. Moving on to standing, we're starting with this squat series where we're keeping our back flat, shoulders pulled back, down, and away from your ears. The block comes down to the mat for this single leg series. I want you to start at the bottom to make sure that the block is far away enough from your body to keep your back flat. To stand up, your legs should lower as your chest lifts, so your body's moving in kind of a seesaw, which means you're squeezing your glutes and your core for dear life. We're staying at the bottom for this next part. Remember to check in with your posture and have that flat back. We're stepping onto the block and grabbing those lovely weights, and at this point, whatever side you started on should feel on fire. We have one last little push of adding in a curtsy lunge to that combo, but we're not switching to the other leg just yet. We're lowering straight down onto our mat for a fun little plank series. In your high plank, you always want to make sure that your butt is low and not sticking up in the air, but you're also pulling up from your belly button so you're not dropping your hips. Basically, you want to have a flat back and make sure that you're shifting your weight forward enough that your butt's not sticking up in the air. Don't move that block out of the way just yet because we are using it for this push-up to knee tap, and we're almost done, I swear. From here, you have 2 options. You can move into a modified side plank. You'll reach the block up, the block comes down, and then you drive your bottom knee in. Or if you're feeling extra strong because we're almost done with this side, you can do the full side plank. Everyone hates them, but I love a good side plank. One last little pulse of your hips, and then you're done.